Hello dear students, myself Suraj Mense, lecturer Department of Geology, Govindaram Saxena Science College, Belgaum. Today we are going to discuss about volcano, its introduction part, types of volcano, origin of volcano. So it is there in BSc first semester in RCU syllabus. So basically volcano word derived from the name Vulcano. Vulcano in Roman language it is called as god of fire, and it has the name has come from the islands of Italy, which is situated at Sicily islands. These are some islands which are situated at Italy. So volcano, definition of volcano is it is a conical or dome shaped landform built by the emission of lava, gases and solid fragments from a narrow vent in the surface. So here you can see that it is a typical shape of the volcano, that is called volcanic cone. Here you can see the red color, it is volcanic vent from where the magma is coming up, and this is the volcanic mount, and from here the lava, rock fragments and gases are coming out, and these are the layers of magma or lava, you can say. So this is a typical volcano. The volcano is most commonly conical hill, as we talked about, or mountain built around a vent that connects the reservoir of molten rock below the surface of the earth. So this is the vent, that is volcanic vent, and these are the reservoirs of molten rock material. The term volcano refers to the opening or vent through which the molten rock and associated gases are expelled. The molten rock below the surface of the earth that rises in the volcanic vents is known as magma. So the molten rock below the earth, the molten form of rock below the earth, it is called as magma, and when it comes on the ground in molten form only, it is called as lava. Volcanoes are mountains built by accumulation of their own erupted products. So the volcanic mount, the created by their erupted products like lava, bombs and tephra. This we'll discuss in detail about this in later classes. So this is the 3D view of volcanic section. Here you can see there is a volcanic vent, there is a volcanic mouth, there is a lava flow, you can see here. There is a dike, ash for unproduct sill, this is sill, volcanic neck. So I will tell you what are these terms. So the mouth of the volcano is called as crater. The mouth of the volcano is called as crater, and from where the magma is coming up, that is called as volcanic vent or magma vent. And the horizontal, these are called as the layers. You can see the different color layers are there. These are called as sedimentary rocks, and these are called as beds which are parallel to each other. This bed, this from here to here it is one bed, from here to here it is one bed, and from here to here it is one bed. So these are parallel to each other. So in this case you can see the magma is running parallel to the beddings, so it is going in between two beds. So if it is parallel to the bedding, it is called as sill. Here you can see it is sill, you can see this one is sill. And if it cuts the beddings or beds, it is called as dike. You can see here this is dike, or this is dike, or this is dike, and these all are horizontal ones are called as sills. And the bigger section of volcano or magma, midway section of volcano, molten rock beneath the earth, it is called as batholith. So you can see there batholith. And if the magma cools and the mouth of the magma is stays as it is on the ground, that is called as volcanic neck with radiating dikes. You can see radiated dikes are there. These are the dikes, and this is the volcanic neck. Earlier from here volcano was erupting. So you can see the volcano has erupted, and you can see the lava flow. This is a lava flow. As we have discussed, if the molten rock is below the ground, it is called as magma. When it comes on the ground, it is called as lava. So now we will discuss the origin of volcano. To know the origin of volcano, we must know the interior of earth. So what is there inside? So basically there are three layers of earth, that is crust, mantle and core. And mantle is divided into two, upper mantle, lower mantle, and the core is divided into two, outer core and inner core. In between there is a boundary between mantle and core. So the magma rises from core toward the surface. How it rises? There is a phenomena called as conventional current. What happens? We have the plates, that is called as continental plates, which are moving like a wooden plate on the water. So how the wooden blocks moves on the stagnant water, like that what happens, the continental plates are moving on the partially melted asthenosphere. So in crust there is a layer called as asthenosphere. This is the asthenosphere. On that layer these plates are moving. How they are moving? Here you can see, this is asthenosphere, this is a volcanic vent. So what happens, these are the plates. This is a separate plate, you can see, this is a separate plate, you can see here, and this is a whole, this is a one plate, and this is another plate, and this is called as the below this is called as asthenosphere. You can see this layer is called as asthenosphere, and above that there will be lithosphere. So what happens, the two plates move opposite to each other. You can see here, this plate is moving toward this side and this plate is moving towards this side. You can see a direction, this is the direction, or this will be stable and this will move toward this side. So what happens due to this one, there will be friction here, and due to friction there will be increase in temperature, and due to increase in temperature the rocks will melt here, and after melting, as you know, the molten rock is called as magma, and it has the tendency to digest all the above rocks. And what happens, due to this the magma will come out as a volcanic eruption, and it will create a volcanic cone. This is called as volcano. So you can see here also there will be hot spot wherein continuously magma will come out. Here also the magma is coming out and it is creating the volcano. Here you can see again the same thing. This plate is moving toward this side and this is stable plate, and due to the friction that it has melted the rock, and this molten rock is coming out as a volcanic eruption. So there are three types of volcano, that is active volcano, dormant volcano and extinct volcano. So one by one we will discuss. Active volcanoes are these are active in the last few centuries. So in last few centuries these are active, continuously active. So example, Vesuvius 79 AD, 50 times in 2000 years. So 50 times it has erupted during this 2000 years. So this is considered as active volcano. So after some time there are high chances are there that magma will or volcano will erupt in that particular region. So dormant volcano, you can see quite for last 100 to 1000 of years will still have potential to erupt. So here what happens, it is a quite for last 100 to 1000 years. So it has not erupted for longer year, but it has tendency, it has potential to erupt anytime. Example is Mount Rainier. Extinct volcano, no eruption in historical times. It has erupted at only one time, and after that it has not erupted, and there is no sign of eruption. So it is called as extinct volcano. So in future this doesn't have any tendency or capacity to erupt in any chances. So this is called as extinct volcano. So we'll see now distribution of volcano. Most of the volcano occur in one on three areas, that is circum of Pacific, that is ring of fire. What is ring of fire? I will explain. Then middle Mediterranean, that is 20% of the volcanoes are there, and spreading centers. The spreading centers, I will explain what is spreading centers. So just remember ring of fire and these two terms. So you can see this is a ring of fire. What happens here? These are, you can see the boundaries are there. This is one plate. This is one plate. This is another plate. Like this, so many plates are there which are moving on the asthenosphere. You can see here. This is one plate, big plate, and this is another big plate. And this plate, you can see the direction here. The plate direction is there. These plates are moving toward this side, and these plates are stable. And what happens? These plates are going beneath this one. And because of this, these are creating friction, and it is creating increasing the temperature, and due to that rocks have melted, and these are erupting as a volcano. You can see along the boundaries of plate boundaries, they are called plate boundaries. We can see maximum volcanoes, that is more than 60%, and also we find the volcanoes where the boundaries are separating from each other. You can see, I will show you in next slide, it is there. Here you can see. So this plate is moving toward this side, and this plate is moving toward this side. So what happens, there is a divergent plate boundary. It is called a diversion. So plates are moving away from each other. Here also we find the eruptions, so, comparatively less compared to convergent plate boundaries. Convergent means what? Two plates move towards each other. See another picture of distribution of volcano. You can see maximum volcanoes are around the ring of fire. You can see, and these are some hot spots are there. You can see the maximum volcanoes are along the boundaries, plate boundaries. Thank you.